CD1, Track 9. 1.
I'm from South Africa. I spent 2.5 years, actually more like 2 years, living in Vancouver, Canada. My wife and I were trying to set up our own business there as packagers in the publishing industry. Unfortunately, things were not going very well economically. Canada wasn't in a depression, but it was just not a very good time to try and start your own business in publishing. What did I like about Vancouver? Well, Vancouver is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. In fact, Vancouver is regularly named as the best place in the world to live. Stunningly beautiful because of mountains, sea, forests, and natural beauty, and for me, combined with a large city. Vancouver is a city where you can walk to the beach. Vancouver is a city where the beaches are right in the city, and you can go to the beach for your lunch break. You can take a bus and go skiing in the mountains 40 minutes later. Canadian food, of course, is not at the top of the world's list of good food, but Vancouver has got a very large Chinese population, Indian population, and of course, as the rest of Canada, people from all over the world. So you can eat extraordinarily good food in Vancouver. The only food that people might consider uniquely Vancouverite is what they would call fusion cuisine, which is food prepared by chefs that mix their diverse background from Asia or Europe and integrate it with the local foods. And in fact, you can have a very good meal that way. My best memories about Canada, well, the open spaces, the vastness, and the friendly people as well.
2.
I'm from Belfast originally, but over the past 10 years I've lived in Spain, Austria, France and other parts of the UK. I lived in Austria for a year when I was about 22, 23. It was a gap year from university. I was studying German, so I wanted to spend a year there. I was a teaching assistant there. I worked in a school 4 days a week, so it was really great because it meant I had long weekends. I usually went travelling with my friends at the weekends. We went to Slovenia, Prague, Italy, Germany. And the best thing was I pretended I was 15 so that I could get some rail discount. I got half-price train tickets, which was excellent. And the other great things about living there was obviously skiing and ice skating on lakes, which you can't do in Northern Ireland. And obviously the scenery is beautiful, the people were lovely. The thing I didn't really like was the food, because I'm vegetarian, and in Austria they tend to eat a lot of meat. But apart from that, everything else was great. I think my favourite memories of Austria are the scenery, being able to go up into the mountain after school every afternoon and go skiing or swimming in the lakes in the summer. And I'd definitely like to go back one day.
3.
Well, I lived in Japan, actually in Tokyo, for about 2 years. This was about 2 years ago now. It was, as you can imagine, a completely crazy experience for me, coming from Oxford, which is a very, small, provincial, very quiet kind of town. I was living in Tokyo because I was working as an English language teacher for a really tiny language school run by this lovely old lady in a suburb of Tokyo. I thoroughly enjoyed Tokyo. It was such an interesting experience. It was like being, dropped in the middle of a lifestyle that was completely different to my own. Even going to the supermarket was a massive adventure because, of course, I couldn't read anything because the writing system's so different. So I'd sort of pick up a tin and think, oh, that looks interesting. I'll take that home and have see what comes out. And got a few surprises, of course, a few unidentifiable foods that I'd never seen before, but that's always a good thing. I think my favourite memories of the country would have to be the people. Because I was teaching English, I knew a lot of Japanese people as students, as colleagues in the school and so on, and I just found them so lovely. They were friendly, funny, really interested in what a foreigner like me was doing in Tokyo, and very keen to, you know, share experiences of travelling abroad and to tell me all about the social customs in Japan and things like that. So it was a really rewarding experience, absolutely great.